Well, I have the Windows 10 virtual machine um, finished installing. You can proceed with the Windows 11 installation. So I'll click on New here once more, and I'll name the virtual machine Windows 11. Back again at the ISO image, I will look for my Windows 11 file, which will be here, Windows 11 ISO file, and I'll click on Next again. Right, this is the same area as previously, which is there's a space between Windows and 11 by the host name. Once again, this is for accessing the virtual machine remotely, and this is for if you have a product key, which I do not. This once more is for accessing the operating system. Once it installs, by default it will be vbox user and the password will be change me. I'll leave that as is for now and proceed. Now, once again, we have to allocate a certain amount of hardware from our actual computer, and by default, the VirtualBox will suggest that you allocate about 4 gigabytes of memory and 2 CPUs to it. I'll just increase these slightly. I'll probably put this to about no. I guess I'll leave this at 4 gigabytes for now. I don't want to allocate too much of my resources to the virtual machine. Right, then I'll proceed to click on next. And once again, we will be prompted to allocate some of our disk space to the virtual machine. Now the default is set at 80, but just to be safe, I'll set this to 200 gigabytes. Right, 200 gigabytes. And I'll proceed to click on next. Right, then we get a review of all the settings that we gave to the virtual machine, and everything looks fine for me, so I'll click on finish. Let's click finish. The virtual machine will power itself up. And you can ignore this. Oh, and we get a prompt to boot from the CD or DVD. Let me try pressing mount and retry. Can ignore this and listen to the prompt. I simply press my keyboard. Now, once again, there we go. We get another product key error. So we can fix this as we did with the Windows 10 virtual machine. So once again, power off the virtual machine. Go into the settings of it, go into system. I'll once again uncheck floppy, and I'll click OK. Then I'll right click on the virtual machine and go into Show in Explorer. And now we have 3 unattended files. So I'll go ahead and proceed to delete them. And I'll boot up the virtual machine once more. Simply give it some time and press any key as prompted. And now we can proceed with our Windows 11 installation. Now I'll leave these as the default as they work for me. If you want, you can always go through and see if you may want to change any of these settings. But I will proceed to the next window. Right, and I'll go ahead and click install now. I don't need to repair my computer as the operating system is about to be installed and my computer is working just fine. Mm. And we are prompted to activate Windows. However, I don't have a product key. So I'll proceed to click on I don't have a product key. Now here we can select which version of Windows 11 that we may want. You can go ahead and review online which version of Windows 11 may suit you best. However, for the purposes of this video, Windows 11 Home works just fine. So I'll click on Next. And then we have Microsoft software license terms. If you want, you can read this, but for the brevity of this video, we're not going to go through this, of course. So I'll simply click the accept button and click on Next. And here I'll be doing a custom install of Windows as it's a fresh, clean install. I would only click the upgrade option if I had Windows 10 previously and I already had data stored on that operating system. However, as I said, this is a clean install, so I'll be doing a custom Windows only installation. And I will utilize the virtual drive that we would have set up in the virtual machine settings. So I'll select it and click on Next. Right. And now simply wait for the Windows 11 installation, 11 operating system. So United States is fine to use for now. Of course, you can change your region or country as you see fit, and then click on Next. Right, typically the keyboard layout that we use is US, but of course you can scroll through these once again and pick whichever suits you best. And then click on Yes. I don't have a second keyboard to use, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this. And allow Windows 11 to do an update check. Right, and it says the PC, or in this case the virtual machine, will restart. So I'll allow it to do that. Right now, if you get stuck on a black screen, you can just simply reboot the virtual machine. Afterwards, once Windows 11 has run through everything that it needs to, you should be greeted by this screen. Now, generally, it is best to name your device, but currently, I personally do not need to do this, so I'll go ahead and skip this for now. Naming the device typically makes it a lot easier to identify the computer that you would be using. Now you'll more than likely be prompted to add your Microsoft account. it is seemingly mandatory. So, wait, okay, nope. So it's mandatory. So I'll go ahead and hook up one of my email addresses to it. And allow it to proceed. Right? Um, hmm. Not sure. Oh, okay, I guess this would be from today. Um, right. Well, I suppose this is fine. So, more than likely I won't have anything on this, as as I'm doing a clean install. So I'm gonna go ahead and just restore from this PC. So most likely be from the operating system itself. Um, the fresh install. As there wasn't much on it, we can proceed and create a pin. This of course would be for security purposes. Right. And now we can configure our privacy settings. Now generally it will be recommended to not allow these, so that Microsoft will be able to only track a limited amount of information on what we will be doing. So I'll just go ahead and set everything to no and then accept. Right. I don't really need to select any of these, but you can if you so wish. So I'll go ahead and click skip. Right. And Windows 11 also allows you to um, operate your mobile device from the desktop, but I don't need to set this up, so I'll go ahead and skip it. And we can proceed to skip this as well. However, if you wish to import any files, you can proceed to scan the QR code. I'm going to skip it for now. Of course, we're getting more prompts to configure anything that we may wish to import to, in this case, Microsoft Edge, which will be Microsoft's browser. If I'm not interested in this, I will click not now. Okay. Allow to proceed. No, I had not clicked anything on that previous window, so I'm not sure if this had happened automatically. Seemed it did. So, right, the rest of the operating system needs to install. So we simply wait for it. Right, and finally, since Windows 11 has done all the processes that it needed to, we can now access the operating system. Simply let it log in. Alright, I guess we still have a couple more processes to go through. So just give this a few minutes. And now we finally have access to our operating system. Full access and free file use.